Mark and I think that we met first in 86, maybe 87. There was a Cinemax special honoring Chet Atkins, who we were both great fans of. Mark was on the show, myself, Willie Nelson, the Everly Brothers, and an assortment of other people.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Commander Wanalaya Band.
Mark started coming to Nashville a lot. He and Chet developed a great friendship that resulted in their wonderful musical collaboration. And he started working with some Nashville musicians.
Everybody ready?
Yep.
I just had sort of just a mutual respect. Our paths would intersect a bit socially. At some point, he was working on Sailing to Philadelphia and had a couple of songs that he wanted me to sing on. He came to Nashville. It was Thanksgiving Day, and that evening I came into the studio and sang on Red Staggerwing and Donkeytown. Mark heard something, you know, he thought that there might be the beginnings of a whole other recording project other than just two songs for an existing record that he was working on. So that's really how it started. When we had the time, why don't we cut, maybe a couple tracks here, a couple tracks there, and kind of see if it develops into something. Record. There was never any pressure. It was kind of like one of those rumors that people weren't sure was actually going to be. We weren't sure it was going to happen. So it happened very, for lack of a better word, organically. Except I always think there's a method to Mark's madness, you know. I think he always knew what he was doing. The second event of the record was when he was working on Ragpicker's Dream. He was in Nashville working with a lot of his Nashville guys. He said, can you come in for a couple of days and let's do a couple of tracks and see how it goes with what we've got already. So then we had 4. Then there were 4. And then I guess it was a couple of years later, he said, I want to come to town and let's finish this record, you know. And so we spent a week and we did 8 tracks. So all in all, we probably spent less than 2 weeks in the studio on this record, spread out over a period of time. It just happened that we had a very natural blend, I think, vocally, which helped. And I think we have an approach to making records which is similar, which is wanting to get that live recording, get that buzz happening with the band. And a real respect for the song, that the song is king. doing interviews together that we really have similar backgrounds from being inspired by music when we were young, and it's basically folk beginnings. As people think we're so diverse, I'm over there in country and he's way over there in rock, but if you go back to the beginnings of where those seeds were first planted, it's from the songs, a real kind of folk music beginning. And I think you hear that in his writing and in some of the melodies. He's got those beautiful melodies and the wonderful stories that he tells, the characters. He's able to create these characters. And I love that kind of writing. Mark and I have talked about this in interviews, and that the great thing about music is that it's a collaboration on every level. I mean, obviously this is a collaboration of two artists, but anytime you step into the studio, you've got an engineer and you've got musicians, and hearing what other people are doing and adding your own instrument, whether it be, a lead guitar or a fiddle or your vocal as a harmony. You're part of something, I'm grateful for that every day of my life, that I have been able to, as Joseph Campbell says, follow my bliss.
Oh,